BR. Okay, I then click on replace all, and Casey will then replace it for me. So quickly go do that for me on your side. Go copy a 12-month column, budget versus actuals, and quickly put in for me and do a find and replace of all that that BR colon period 1 M etc. to just do BR. Okay, then once you're done with that, now the budget part that we're going to quickly get into. Okay, and on this one I'm going to do a little bit quicker. So on there, in the formula there, now because I've done this before, I know that I'm going to change the BR to a BB. But if you forget that, you can always just click on CaseWare linkage. And then instead of here putting through the actual balances, so here where it says report balance NA for not applicable, I'm going to go and select a budget balance. If I click on the formula, you'll note that it will actually go and it will show you there, it'll be a BBR for a balance, report balance. Okay, so that's then what I'm going to replace it with. If I had to pull through the consolidated balance, it'll be a BBC for budget. Okay, if I change it back and it needed to just be the actual balance for the consolidation, so consolidated actual balance, okay, I can then change the budget and make it an NA, which will be my actual, and that'll just be my BC. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to find and replace all of these figures. I'm going to just paste it back there. And now I'm going to do a find and replace for BR to BB. I'm going to click on replace all, and that'll then pull through the budgeted balance for those months there. Okay, so quickly go do the same for me on your side. Go copy, paste, find and replace BR with BB for the budget balance. Okay, cool. So just in conclusion, that's how you'll then go and copy and paste and then do the find and replace. So one last time I just want to mention, so you do the hard work once in the first column and then you literally just go and change the formula. Again, if I come back to my CaseWare, just quickly come back, I can change the period to any period I want to report on. Okay, come back to my Excel, go Tools, Recalculate, and that will then update all of my formulas so that I can see that there. I could have now gone on equals and then worked out the difference between the two. So equals this one minus this one, get a difference, etc. Okay. Again, if I need to forward this to my board of directors, etc., I can click on Tools, Unlink, click on yes, and then they can go and comment on why is the revenue less than expected, etc. Okay, so they can maybe we can put in a comment column here. Okay, and once they email it back to me, I can click on Tools, Relink, yes, and that will then go and put back the balances. Okay, cool. Then that concludes the connector webinar. I'm just going to quickly go back to my slideshow. Okay, so like we've done there is they use the divisional. We've done the balance sheet, the income statement. We've also done the current and budget. The multi-divisional I've touched on a little bit when we spoke about the balance sheet. Just once again, if you want to go do the different entities, you'll literally go click on the default entity column. Just getting back to that screen there. And then you can choose on which entity you would want to report on, and then you can hard code it for that. If you want to do an interdivisional or inter-entity reporting and say, how's the one entity doing versus the next one? Okay, cool. We'll now be opening up the lines for any questions on your side. Okay, but I am going to be ending the recording. So thank you so much for joining us for this session.